Arm wrestling rules. Arm wrestling is also known as arm turning, arm twisting, Indian arm wrestling, twisting wrist, wrist turning, and wrist wrestling. Arm wrestling is a sport of two players. Both players place one arm on a surface with their elbows bent and touching the surface, and they grip each other's hands. The object of arm wrestling is to beat your opponent by pinning their hand onto the table touchpad. This is done by a combination of strength and technique. What do you need for arm wrestling? Arm wrestling table or flat table, elbow pads, touch pads, hand pegs. Arm wrestling rules. The grip should be palm to palm with the thumb knuckle visible. Competitors may not intentionally slip grips. The shoulder of both players must be in a square position before the match starts. The competitors' other hands should grip their respective hand peg. Competing wrist must be straight before the start of the match. You must start with at least 1 foot on the ground. After the go, you may have both feet off the ground. The free hand must be in contact with the peg at all times, unless authorized by the head referee. Gripped hands must be in the center of the table. Competing elbow must be placed on the elbow pad at all times. Players may not, at any time, touch their body to their hand. A period of 30 seconds will be allowed to grip properly. The competing elbow must not extend beyond any side of the elbow pad if the competitor is riding on their triceps or forearm. Competitors may not use any part of the body to pin their opponent. Thumb knuckles must be showing on competitive hands before the start of the match. Back pressure to the extent that it pulls your opponent's arm across the marked center of the table will not be allowed. This will lead to a warning. 2 warnings is equal to 1 foul, and 2 fouls equals disqualification, meaning that their opponent automatically wins the match. Note: the most important arm wrestling rule is the referee's decision is final. Arm wrestling fouls. If a competitor attempts to delay a match by not staying at the table, when closing your hand, you cover your opponent's thumb knuckle, losing contact with the peg with non-competing hand, touching any part of their body, such as chin, shoulder, or head to their opponent's hands. The elbow losing contact with the top of the elbow pad at any time during the match will be a foul. Players cannot drop the competing shoulder below the level of the elbow pad when in a neutral or losing position. An intentional slip in a losing position will be deemed also as a foul. How to win the game. The winner of the match is the player who pins their opponent's arm onto the touchpad. Players can decide from before the match if they want to play as best of 3, best of 5, or an alternative basis. Happy arm wrestling! If you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.